Hello everybody, it's acoustical guitar player Mike Dawes here with the good folks at Sweetwater, here today to tell you about the greatest, most awesomest, revolutionary acoustical guitar product on the planet, the brand new ToneWoodAmp2. It is here finally. As a fan of the ToneWoodAmp1 for many years, I wrote my entire second album with the ToneWoodAmp1. This thing is an absolute game changer. I've been working with these guys kind of behind the scenes, a little bit of consulting here and there on some of the stuff that's gone into this, and the amount of testing and trialing and everything that they've done is a testament to how much they care about tone and how much they care about you and your acoustic guitar. The ToneWoodAmp2, as you might be able to tell, is a slightly smaller version than the first device. And for those of you familiar with it will know that this sticks magnetically to the back surface of your acoustic guitar. What you then do is plug your guitar's pickup into the input, and this little pad vibrates the back surface of your guitar, and reverb, delay, chorus, all kinds of effects actually come out of your sound hole. All you're hearing right now is reverb coming into this external microphone from my guitar. I'm not plugged into any amp or any processing or anything on the floor. I just have my ToneWoodAmp2 stuck to the back of my guitar. It's an amazing, amazing thing, allowing your acoustic guitar to become wet, figuratively, with reverb and all kinds of effects just when you're sat at home in your couch. It's like making every room in your house sound like the bathroom. Now, the ToneWoodAmp2 fits to the back surface of the guitar in a slightly better way than the previous version, because they integrated something that they developed called the lift kit. Now, this is about the mechanics of the back surface of the guitar. Now, a lot of people play guitars with curved backs, certain tailors, an Ovation, if you're one of the few Ovation owners out there rocking the Ovations. The lift kit allows you to actually separate some of the plastic from the back, open it up, and change the angle that the ToneWoodAmp2 attacks from, allowing it to attach really, really neatly to curved back guitars like Ovations. Another innovation that they've done is USB-C charging, allowing for up to 10 hours of battery life, so you can take this thing on the road with your conventional phone charger and your conventional phone. That means that no matter where you are in your home, backstage, in a hotel, or even on stage at a gig, your acoustic guitar can become wet and play with effects. Not just reverb. There's delay, chorus, vibrato, flanger, tremolo, all sorts of effects. In fact, up to 4 simultaneously on the new ToneWoodAmp2 that you can have coming out of your actual acoustic guitar. You can access all of these effects and more via the unit itself and the brand new app. And this is one of the things that makes the ToneWoodAmp2 so awesome. You can see right down here on my mobile telephone, we have the ToneWoodAmp2 app, and I have a full mixer, full control over all of my effects. You can see here I've got my chorus, delay, reverb, tremolo, and I can bring these on or off with my fingers and access all kinds of features, including feedback control, a 6-band notch filter, phase inversion, compression, all that kind of stuff built into the app itself. So if I play for a little bit with the reverb on, you can hear how lush that sounds. If I were to turn it off, suddenly all that life goes away. All of the fun and inspiration goes away. And that's the reason I love the ToneWoodAmp so much. It's my inspiration box. Everything that I play and write, I use this device to help create. It cultivates chronically huge amounts of inspiration and is kind of one less barrier to creativity itself when you're sat at home. Maybe you don't feel like playing the guitar, but with this thing I can assure you, you will want to pick up your guitar and play and create. Let me dive into some of the features of the app now, just to let you know exactly what they've been working on and why the ToneWoodAmp2 is such an upgrade. So here we have the new app, currently on iOS, but also available on Android as well for all of your mobile telephones. This will open up something like this, displaying the preset that you've decided to make and store using your ToneWoodAmp2. Right now we have Mic Main Hall, which is something that I've created to give myself a pretty generic hall reverb that sounds something like this. Now if I want to open up the parameters of any one of these pedals, I can just tap the stomp box and it'll open up the parameters. Here we have obviously the level of the reverb, the length, the pre-delay, whether we're having a long plate, a hall effect, things like that. And this is true of all the different stomp boxes where you can run up to 4 effects simultaneously. Let's add some chorus. Let's see what that sounds like. We have a lovely kind of Prince-esque chorus there. Now we have a lovely Prince-esque chorus and reverb combo there. Now, if we open up the chorus, we actually have access to multiple effects as well. We have vibrato, flanger, the rate, the depth, the usual stuff you'd expect from a physical guitar pedal, but we get it on our phone without having to carry any of the gadgetry and gizmology. Let's remove the chorus. Let's add the delay. Let's see what that's all about. Now we have a tap tempo on this delay, which is insanely helpful. Let's make that a bit faster. You can see it locking in. Okay, we can adjust our feedback, our subdivisions, things like that. We can even choose to run in series or parallel to have the delay and the chorus run separately from the reverb. So we have a clean reverb and dry effects. Now again, this is all coming through the sound hole of your acoustic guitar. You're not buying a special guitar. This is not a special guitar. This is my handmade guitar that I've had since 2016. And by sticking this little box on the back of it, I can do all of this from my living room couch or hotel room or bathroom if that's what you're into. Let's do another deep dive here into the tremolo. Another effect. Opening up the tremolo, we can see the usual things. We can change the shape, we can change the depth and the rate as well, and get some really interesting sort of Boulevard of Broken Dreams kind of vibes. Now this and much more is available on the app, which makes it incredibly easy to use. Obviously, it comes with the standard stuff you'd expect from a preamp, because the ToneWoodAmp2 is a working preamp if you're going to plug into a PA system as well. You've got all your input settings, your gains, things like that, compression, EQ, and there's also a really cool feature called the Feedback Assassin, where you're able to kind of attack any issues you might have with tone shaping with more of a sledgehammer than a scalpel. You can say, less feedback, crank it up, hit the Feedback Assassin, and it'll make it really nice and neat very quickly. Or if you want to go into much more detail, you can really go into things like the 6-band notch filter that we have here. Again, making profiles for each of your individual guitars so that every guitar you have in your house can be used with the same ToneWoodAmp device. I do not work directly with ToneWoodAmp. I'm just a fan of their product. We met a long time ago when Helene and Ofer, the husband and wife from Arizona that made this thing, came to one of my shows and showed me it. It's changed my world. I really cannot recommend this enough. Why should the electric guitar players get to have all the fun? The ToneWoodAmp 1 was incredible, but this thing's a game changer, especially with the app. Less barriers to creativity and more access to fun. So not only is the ToneWoodAmp 2 a full effects processor for your acoustic guitar, it's also a preamp for you to actually use live, because you can plug this thing in. Right now we've plugged another cable into the output socket of the ToneWoodAmp, and in doing that, the interface on the app has actually changed. You see here we now have a dry-wet blend, which can help us choose how much of the wet sound, how much of the effects gets sent to front of house. We also have so many more controls at our fingertips, including phase inversion, compression, notch filters, things that are DI specific, things that are specifically designed to shape the tone of the device that you're sending it to, your PA system or your amp or something like that. So the app will know what you are intending to do with the ToneWoodAmp 2 and adjust itself accordingly. So with the addition of the app for the ToneWoodAmp 2, both on iOS and Android, it gives you the ability to use both a very simple user interface, where all you need to do is swipe up and down or tap the image of the stomp box, or it allows the nerds, and I know you're out there, to go in with a scalpel and surgically shape your tone to your heart's content. There is so much you can do within this device, and it is such a leap forward from the old version. I really do recommend that you check this thing out. The ToneWoodAmp 2 is available now. Please do check it out, and I wish you the best in your songwriting and your guitar journey. Okay folks, this has been a quick look into the amazing new ToneWoodAmp2. For more information about this, please call your Sweetwater sales engineer, and I look forward to seeing you out there on the road with your ToneWoodAmp2 so we can have a little jam together. Good luck with your creativity, songwriting and guitar playing journey. Have fun everybody, see you out there.